Hey guys, Luke here and welcome to episode 9 of Win 1 Take 1. Now we're right in the business end of this series and taking on the Roosters, who I believe came first in that season. So this is the last game of the NRL teams, I think. And here's our team lineup, and it's a pretty good side that we've ended up with, and we haven't even played the best side yet, but we picked up Greg Inglis and Adam Reynolds last game, so absolutely incredible pickups, probably the best ones of the whole series. And I mean, you know, it's about time to get an absolute superstar. I think it's probably our first real superstar. I mean, there's a fair few superstars in this Roosters side. You know, you got your Sonny Bills and that. But yeah, Inglis, he's actually in the centres. We kept Dugan in the side. I think Dugan's been too strong for us to drop him. Yeah, so he's gone into the centres. After this game, I'm going to be moving on to like the rep sides and all that sort of stuff. But Vadavai, he's going to be tackled here, and it was, you know, very early on into the game, so not a big deal. But we're going to capitalise on a little mistake here by Maloney. Strong tackle by McCullough or whoever it was. But Luke Lewis going to take it to the line. Inglis is actually going to get tackled just short of the line. Probably could have reached out if it was real life. Then McCullough's going to play it to Adam Reynolds, who just goes through and just puts it down ever so easily. Just very, very simple stuff there. Nothing too hard. Just, you know, just went and did it. And then Adam Reynolds, who's came in for Luke Walsh, should have mentioned that. He's also taken over the goal kicking, and he slotted it straight over. Now, funnily enough, the game seems to rank Luke Walsh as a better player than Adam Reynolds, which I find absolutely like hysterical. Leave in the comments what are your thoughts on that. But Manu Vadavai, he picked some intercept there, just raced away, not quite under the post, but a fairly easy conversion coming up. And looks like we're well on our way to collecting another few players from the Roosters, maybe even an extra player, maybe even the 30 points so we get 5 players, who knows. But yeah, Adam Reynolds makes no mistakes there and puts it through. Now, Chris Lawrence, he's been a great player for us, and so we're getting to the point where we're getting some great plays. I'm thinking, do I drop Lawrence? He's been so good for us. And you saw right there just before, he had a really nice offload there. Unfortunately, couldn't capitalise on it, but hopefully we can capitalise on this one, which we don't. Threw it straight back into the scrum, which is so dumb. It's kind of weird. That one seems to work sometimes, but it obviously didn't work that time. Straight from halftime, going for the short kickoff. Seem to have figured out exactly where to do it. And I know it's like a thing people do online that, you know, use the glitch, but I suppose why not use it sometimes. I was going in for the kill. I want those extra points. But then Anthony Watmo, just not even a step or nothing, just a change of direction a little bit. And there's an easy try. Now, seeing some people, I can't remember who it was, in the comments, asking me to do some tips and tricks and that sort of stuff. And a few of those sort of things there. Just the change of direction is very easy on this game to do. Also, you can see here, just taking it to the line if you got to run it with you. Obviously, you don't want to pass it all the time, but as long as you can see a bit of a hole there, just make sure you pass it. You see here, we've got the overlap, and the hole's there. Dugan's very fast, should be able to score here. Dugan's got to play it to Vadavai, and Vadavai's going to go over in the corner. And it's just very, very simple stuff, very easy, and we're bringing it to 22-0. So we're going to get at least one extra player. Can Reynolds slot it from the sideline? Yes, he can. Very accurate in real life, very accurate on this. Probably the best goal kicker we've had, although, like I said, Luke Walsh rated better for some reason as an overall player. Now looking for the 30 points here. Vadavai up the sideline, he's tackled by Minicello or whoever's at fullback at this stage, as the game can be a bit strange and put randoms in random positions. Sonny Bill Williams going to make a break, but going to get caught up to. The tackle couldn't be made, but I think Chris Lawrence is going to come over from his centre position and get in pretty comfortably. Now Inglis gets put into a bit of a hole here. Tries to take it around all the players. We do throw an offload, and that was pathetic, that offload. Moving on to a last play for halftime. For full time, I should say. We're going for that 30 points, and it just didn't come. And we should have conceded a try here, but we're not. Josh Dugan or whoever it is who raced back there, got to make a brilliant tackle. Not even going up to video ref. They just threw him out back into the normal field of play. So we have 4 players: number 8, 4, 17, and 16. So looking at that, some pretty strong players here. Jared Hargreaves, New Zealand international. I think that year was voted the best player, best prop, I should say, of the competition. So a great pickup. Probably move on to the bench. Then we got Michael Jennings, who will slot straight into the side, in the centre side. I'm not sure how I'll rearrange the side, but we'll figure it out, and we'll take a look at our proper lineup for the next game later. Then we got Luke O'Donnell, another grand final winner. Not someone who I'm going to be using, but you know, he's an okay pickup. And then the final player, Mitchell Orbison, very versatile. Not really sure if he's someone who I'm going to use, but you know, he's there. He's there to at least think about, which is, it's good to have lots of different options. Now, like for example, the centers there. Like if I want to play someone who's big and can just smash players, I'll go for Hurrell. But you know, I'm looking for some pretty skillful, fast players, so we're using, you know, Inglis and Jennings there. Moving on to a game here against Indigenous All-Stars, but here's our backline. Yaya and Vadavai on the wings, Dugan at fullback, and Jennings and Inglis in the centres. Therefore, Chris Lawrence was dropped, and I was talking about that briefly just before. You know, there was always going to be a time when Chris Lawrence is going to get dropped, just due to the fact that he's not exactly the best player in real life. And I know he's great on the game, but there's something about it that just makes me want to drop him. Same way as Ben Roberts, if we get another great half, he'll be dropped, even though he's exceptional in this game. So there's the kickoff for the Indigenous All-Stars. They have a few good players here. Nothing outstanding, I would think. I mean, Barber's a pretty strong player, but apart from that, nothing special, I suppose. Maybe Inglis, I think he's in that side. But we've already got him, so we don't need to worry about that unless we lose, which hopefully not. And Reece Robinson races away for an intercept there. We had a chance ourselves, but we blew it, and there was an intercept. We probably should have scored ourselves, really. And then Thurston, someone who I didn't mention, he'd be a great pickup as he slots the conversion. 1 from 1, so 6-0. Not looking too good for us, but yeah, he's going to collect the ball here, take it around Prince or whoever the halves are, and he's brought down just before halfway. The mascot's going to break one tackle, get it to Glennie Stewart, and Dugan's on the ball here. Just got to draw on past Luke Lewis, do it again, and there's an inside ball for Vadavai, who gets tackled surprisingly. But then we're going to throw a nice little cut-up pass here. Now that should have been intercepted. A lot of the times they shouldn't be intercepted, and they do, and they race away. But that time it should have been intercepted, and it didn't. So good for us, I suppose. It's a little bit of a payback redemption. But yeah, in the end, I would have preferred if this sort of stuff would have been ironed out before the game was released. But anyways, 1 from run, Adam Reynolds, 6-all. We'll take it. Not Troy Thompson, Joel Thompson, who's I think maybe at the Dragons. Oh, sorry, was at the Raiders at the time, but Dragons overall right now. But Jennings is going to pick up an intercept here, and he's going to race away. We've seen how fast he is, but I really enjoy having Jennings in this game. I just got to say that. Something about him, just like, he just feels like Michael Jennings in real life. He seems very fast, very agile. Just you get the ball, you feel like you can change directions so fast. It's just an awesome center to play with. I played with some pretty good centers on this game, like Josh Morrison and Inglis even. And yeah, I feel Jennings feels like the best out of all of them, although Inglis is quite strong there. So 12-6 lead. I think we had to hold this out till half time at least, but we're going to end up losing the ball, and Greg Bird picked it up, but a high tackle there, but nothing came of it. 12-6 at half time. Let's move into the second half. 68 minutes in, looking to get that bonus player, so we're going to score 8 more points, so at least another try, and looks like we're going to pick it up here. Yeah, in the corner, just goes through and scores. He's maybe even got himself on the opposite side as well, so he's got one up on his opposite. So 70 minutes in, 18-6, just got to get another 2 points, although most likely we'll be looking at getting another try because they don't really give too many penalties away. But full time here, we had a last ditch attempt. We just threw it to Manu, just going to palm off whoever his opposite number is, and he goes in and scores. I'm not sure who his the other winger was, but he had no chance. Big Manu just smashed him. So we got the extra player. Also had an extra conversion just there. Not that it meant anything, but you know, nice to see. Keeping a perfect record was Adam Reynolds. Maybe the other winger was Reece Robinson. Probably was. So we get another 4 players here. Let's take a look. We get number 5, 11, 17, and 7. Now I've got to say, with all these rep teams, there is a great chance that we're coming up against people who already have in the side. But the first person we get is Blake Ferguson. Blake Ferguson. Is a great player on this game, so he's definitely in real life too. So potentially in the squad. Have to try and work out where we want to play him. But yeah. Then Joel Thompson, spoke about him before, probably won't be in the squad, but you know, he's a solid player. Jake Foster, no, he's just not going to be in the squad. I know he's been at the Bulldogs before, so I know who he is, but yeah. And then Scott Prince, who played halfback for them with Thurston, not the half player we wanted, and I don't think he's any better than the ones that we've got, so it's a no for them. But Blake Ferguson, the chance out of all of them to be in our starting lineup. But we'll have to wait and see. That's where the video is going to end. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you can drop a like, subscribe to my channel, do all that sort of shit. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, @MrLukeandYT is my Twitter handle. And I'll see you for the next video. Bye guys.